Parental discretion is advised.
On this week's Wrestling Mayhem show, we talk WrestleMania, Old School Raw, WrestleMania, The Undertaker, WrestleMania, Low Ceiling Indies, WrestleMania, and Repetition in Wrestling. Stick around. This week's Wrestling Mayhem show is brought to you by Hulk Hogan's Chicken Sandwiches. When you want something tough and chewy, serving your food.
Just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Don't give up what you want, take it back. Wait for the perfect time.
Welcome to the Wrestling Mayhem Show. We're back again. This is Sorgatron, your Masters of Ceremonies here in the Mayhem Studios in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Coming right off a little bit of a shoot on the real TV to come to your internet TV or TV of the mind if you're listening to the audio version. With me this week, as typical, is Chachi on the couch. He's still playing that game from Let's Play.
I'm on the couch, bitch!
He's playing that game.
Actually, I switched to Candy Crush.
The dog is still eating the pizza.
Is he?
I don't know, is he?
I don't know.
I figured he was over there.
He picked up the pizza and left.
He said fuck
I'm
this.
pretty sure he wanted me to share it with him, and I wasn't down for that.
Oh, he brought it down for you. Okay. All right, you have to see Gold to see what we're talking about there about the Pizza Hat. But also with us, a man who is the best sporter of the Pizza Hat. Papa Lunchbox joins us.
Oh, my grandfather actually invented the Pizza Hat.
Fantastic.
Chris
The end.
Jericho?
That's all. It's just like the nacho hat, but it's pizza.
Oh. And also, in a state where they don't have pizza, they call them nachos, is the Wrestle fan from San Antonio, Texas.
What?
You have to use this correct language. I'm offended. Yes, I'm here in San Antonio, Texas. A little bit darker view because I'm celebrating the return of a phenom this week. Actually, no, that's not true. Actually, all my light bulbs are out, and I need someone from my dorm to come in and give me new light bulbs. So yeah, there you go.
Just stick your head out the door and say, "I need a tall person."
No, it's not because they're tall. I just need someone with light bulbs.
He's too lazy to go buy light bulbs for his fucking
light bulbs. I don't know how they do in Texas, but up here, there's not like a light. Oh, there's a dog. There is. There's not like a light bulb man that comes around, like a milkman. Just leave them on your doorstep when you leave $1. Okay, that's not how it works,
I'm dying over here.
Well, everything I learned is wrong, and I feel betrayed.
Everything you learned is Texan, but
light
somebody
bulbs
who
here.
knows what.
It's a light bulbs here. It's light bulbs, illumination for your room spaces.
Yeah.
I'm done.
All right, and also joining us a guy who wants to let us know that he knows golf. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? It felt like that thing took forever to get out of the.
It's very large.
Lick it.
It is a lick it.
Lick it.
I am not going to lick
Lick it.
Golf
Hey, Riz,
clubs.
you know golf's fake, right?
This is actually not mine, so I'm going to put it right in here.
Wow.
I'm going to put this right back in here. There we go.
That's the best thing I've ever heard.
This is the Wrestling Mayhem Show. We're at WrestlingMayhemShow.com, where you can find all the shenanigans and links to the social medias. We're on iTunes, Stitcher, Spreaker, Blip TV, Roku, and YouTube for all of your sweet, sweet Mayhem action. You can drop us a line and get in on the action at that email address.
Good time.
Good times at WrestlingMayhemShow.com, or drop a line to 412-206-WMS0 for the voicemail, or you can buy the app, $1.99 in your iOS app store, your Amazon app store, your quick access to all the episodes, all the content, including extra gold content where we talk a little bit more about some stuff, including where I was today. We'll get to that in a second. And and other shenanigans that you could only get there. Or you can get some of those shenanigans when you join us live at live.sorgatronmedia.com. It's the chat room and the live stream of this very show. We got 10 people. You see it
before anyone else.
You got about 12 people joining us right now in the chat room, including Antonio Garza, Mad Mike, Big PPC, Texas Anarchy, and of course we're in there, Brother Sorg, Juggalo John, and Bobby F. J-Town, and you can have an influence on us, including interesting Val Venus pictures that pop up that distract me right beside the camera. Thank you for that, Riz.
You're welcome. I got more of them.
I'm sure you do. But no, yeah, hey, yeah, today, as I mentioned, I was on right here, Pro Wrestling News and Views. If you have Armstrong Cable in the, the Butler area, of course, in PA. I believe they said they were in West Virginia, Maryland, a few other states as well. Pretty wide out there in the cable system. Go look that up. I was filming for that today with them, talking about Sorgatron Media and wrestling, including here us guys on the Mayhem show. I understand Chuck Roberts is going to be on there as well, talking about the International Wrestling Cartel. These guys, they've been around 12 years, and I Instagrammed a picture of their wall of fame where everybody signed. They have Bruno Sammartino, Jake the Snake, just the list goes on and on. Ridiculous list of names. They've had Matt Hardy, is that him? Matt Hardy on there.
That's a guy.
They had him after the whole lead up breakup fallout thing. So pretty good. What?
Where did you sign your name?
I did not sign my name because I'm not famous.
Bullshit, you're not.
I'm not famous. But if you have Armstrong Cable, keep a look for that. I kept like, put your stuff on the internet. This is gold. This is good stuff. So hopefully we see something like that in the near future. So I want to give a shout out to them if they're listening, whatnot, and keep an eye out for that. So let's start the show with the only thing we know how to do.
We got it.
What? And apparently Chachi's the first one. What's going on, Chachi? What's going on with the fan mail?
Hey, WMSers.
Hey.
Quick email so I can get something off my chest regarding the setup for Punk versus Undertaker at WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
How am I supposed to emotionally invest in this match and Punk's inevitable clobbering at the hands of Taker? Last night's storyline essentially ripped away any opportunity for a personal issue between the two. Instead of Punk telling everyone I'm the best in the world and I'm going to prove it, I'm going to steal the spotlight from The Rock and John Cena. I'm going to do it by defeating The Undertaker and ending his WrestleMania undefeated streak. We get a match for what? The honor of getting your ass kicked by the dead man at Mania. Is this the Oscars? Is it just an honor to be nominated? The outcome of Undertaker matches at WrestleMania have been a foregone conclusion for some time. But at least the last 4 gave you something to hang your hat on. This match has nothing. I'm sure it'll be a fine match, but it won't be in the same galaxy as Undertaker Shawn Michaels both times, or Taker versus Trips the last 2 times. I'm not sold on this show. Right now, I'm not buying it, and I don't think WWE has a bullet left in its gun to convince me otherwise. Have an awesome show. Your friend in the mainstream media, Matt Carlins.
Matt Carlins.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's not really. I agree and I disagree. The Undertaker match, it leaves something to be desired. But I honestly think that if they're going to have someone end the streak, because let's face it, I don't think Taker has more than a match left in him. So if he's going to have someone end his career, I think at this point it would be CM Punk.
And I think at this point, it's too early. They can make... See the talk just popping up there. It's too early to see what story they make out of it. The insertion in the story, I think they're just like, we have a week to film. We don't know what to do. Okay, Fatal 4-Way. I hate that they've treated it like a title match opportunity.
Yeah.
You know, it just feels
They did that last time. They did that with someone else, too.
They did that with like Shawn Michaels and like JBL, and we're like, who do you think's gonna win?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It's like no one expected like Taker versus Big Show.
Mm-hmm.
Like, or Taker versus Randy Orton.
It's like, come on, we've seen that. Come on, we've seen that. And Sheamus, do we really want to see that? What?
No, that's basically what I thought of when I saw Sheamus come out.
Well, yeah, I thought it was gonna be a walk of shame.
Yeah,
I thought it was gonna be like 5 or 6 people that Taker's already beaten the shit out of.
like Tensai comes out.
And then Hornswoggle comes out and it's like, I haven't lost to Taker at WrestleMania. I can completely step on his big toe.
I mean, it's early.
I really want Tensai to have come out and Big Show to have just been like, go away, Tensai. He's like, but I was in that match too. And then he just goes to the back, like lowering his head in shame.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's too early to. It's a bad start to it, but it was, Punk Taker.
We have 5 weeks.
Yeah, Punk and Taker talking on the mic. I guess Punk talking on the mic for the next 5 weeks is going to make me. But out of the gate, it just feels like completely devalued compared to the last 3 years of Undertaker matches.
Taker has already started his walk down the ramp.
Yeah,
exactly.
Taker's at the arena in New York or in New Jersey. He's walking the gorilla position right now.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, that tells me no, Punk's not the guy to do it. It would be great if it was like, okay, Punk's the guy to end the streak. Da, 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 da.
I don't think anyone's going to end the streak. No,
I
think he's just going to retire.
I think he just retires when he can't go anymore.
I don't think he can go now.
And he has a streak. I think you take too big of a risk of picking the wrong guy because it's got to be a new guy. You can't have Triple H do it. It's got to be somebody that you're passing the torch to.
Especially if something like that happens and then they get Jack Swaggered and then what do you do?
Yeah, exactly. Great, that's something we can't talk about anymore, Yeah, great. Next email.
I'll take the next one.
Alrighty.
From Alex Cars. 10 percenters. It's Wrestling Mayhem Tuesday, and that means you talk to talk about...
Whoa. Whoa. Energy level up. I know you don't have any light to be absorbing the fake vitamin D, but I want you. These people have poured their hearts out into these emails. You can give them the respect they deserve.
Show them some
respect. You're like a gym coach. His second year of being there. He's like,
okay,
whoa! Don't just throw the ball. Act like you're excited to be here, and throw that ball.
How long have you been doing this?
That being said, WrestleFan, wake the fuck up. God damn it, WrestleFan.
Wrestling. Damn, I'm glad that you're reading my email.
Scream all of it. It'll be great.
Scream all of it? All right,
Scream every word of the email. You're in a dorm. Nobody gives a fuck.
Hold on. Breaking news. What's going on, Chach?
If you're on Twitter and you're not following Shakespeare Song, you need to do that now.
I'm never going to be able to redeem myself and read this email.
It's song lyrics done in Shakespearean language, such as, do not despise the racketeer. Instead, despise the sport. Don't hate the player, hate the game.
This has everything to do with pro wrestling.
It's better than hearing
WrestleFan.
At least, you know what, WrestleFan? At least I brought enthusiasm, alright? Fuck you.
I'm trying to bring enthusiasm and start the email, and everyone keeps interrupting.
WrestleFan?
10 presenters! It's Wrestling Mayhem Tuesday, and that means time to talk about wrestling. Let's talk about The Undertaker finally! Showing in time for the road to WrestleMania to really begin! Amazing! Let's talk about Big Show getting triple powerbomb at the show. What's that? Didn't see it? better download the WWE app. The real star of Raw last night was, wait for it, Fun Don Good. I can't even stop. That is quickly growing on me. Then again, so did Feed Me More. Hate me all you want. That stuff is catchy. Until next time, this has been your boy, Lex Cars.
I don't like Alex Cars anymore.
Why?
Well done, Wrestle fan. I appreciate your shouting.
I do not.
Well, no one
First of all,
cares.
because it wasn't loud enough. It wasn't loud enough.
Now you want me to be loud as
And
opposed to in
I'm-
Google Hangouts
glad-
when you get
I'm-
so mad when we make any noise.
I'm glad I'm not there in Texas. Or else I would
For several reasons, not including WrestleFan.
For several reasons,
for
including
several
racism.
reasons.
All right. Next up, Mr. LB, do you want to take this on?
Oh, I'll take
Is
it
it your
on.
turn? Oh, yeah?
Take on me.
Take on me.
Take me on.
Take on me.
I'll be gone. I'm not gonna do the high note.
Do it.
You
I'm sorry. I'm
Wow.
so sorry.
And that's the new intro to the Big PPC mail. Wow.
I would
Oh
just
my
like
goodness.
to point out that we weren't even remotely close on the high singing, but it was all together. So
Yeah,
kudos.
That dog
High five.
is so interested in what you're saying right now.
This dog is paying attention to
I
everything.
know. It's like I want to be involved. I like wrestling. What's that? All right, now I got music here for you. Let's do this.
Hey, 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 hey. It's me, it's at Big PPC Fan of the Year. Don't you know what it is, Mayhem Crew? Undertaker versus Punk at Mania works. I would rather have triple threat for the title, but having Punk versus Taker means Punk can help pull Taker through this match and will give Punk the main event spot that he deserves. Taker's Taker streak versus Punk's longest streak, aka best in the world. This will be a fun match and possible good story. Brock versus Triple H most likely. Would be great to see Brock destroy Triple H again, but this most likely will not happen. The game gets no. The game gets his revenge. Fandango! Dang! Go! Well, maybe he will debut next week, huh? Poor Johnny Curtis. Anyway, so Randy Orton, Sheamus, and Big Show loose are not going to faves Undertaker at WrestleMania, but all been attacked by the great threesome known as The Shield. You know, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, and Roman Reigns The Shield. So I see a Teddy Long 3-on-3 match at Mania. Holla holla players. I book a tease player. Holla holla. You dig? Possibly Ryback in again too. We will see. Ugh, whatever. Heath Slater and Drew McIntyre, Heath Slater and Drew McIntyre got squashed by Brodus Clay and Sweet Tea Tensia. Honky Tonk Man showed up, Heat with guitar and dances with the Funkasaurus bunch. Wade Barrett needs to win more matches. Ugh. Kofi Kingston is good, would be nice to use him. Ugh. Ryback beat Cesaro in the good match, even though I think that Cesaro is a great fucking wrestler and talent. Ryback is hungry and good too, but kind of a meathead. See what I did there? Meat, food, Yeah. Miz versus Ziggler was good match. My God, Ziggler loses all the time. Wow. Kane and Debray on same page win against primetime players. I would like Brian to do singles run soon. ROH had a pay-per-view. Maybe I will see replay. Hope it was good. WrestleFan, what's up in the minute? You know. TNA pay-per-view this Sunday. Lockdown. Is WrestleFan going? Hope it is good. Questions this week. If you could pick 3 people to face the Shield at Mania, who would it be? Ryback, Sheamus, Big Show, Randy Orton can fuck off. If you could book the pre-show of Mania, who would it be? 20-man Battle Royal for US title match later. Winner Zack Ryder loses later to Cesaro at WrestleMania in NYNJ. Boo boo boo. I lost in front of family again. Till next week, it's the big PPC. Holy pile driver. Great stuff from Punk Scene match. 10%ers. It's Wrestling Mayhem Tuesday.
No, that's not right. That's not right.
Stop.
Time to
That's
talk.
not. No, blending together. No, somebody didn't.
No more.
In the doc. Sorry about that.
WrestleFan.
Whoever did
I
that.
separated it.
Uh-huh.
There's like 4 spaces.
Oh wait, the music's still going. Sorry.
I swear we had this.
What
before.
3 people? Was it early or something?
3-man band!
There you go. That's
I
the
want
big
an
one.
epic the only people who can stop the Shield. The 3-man band.
DJ
Lord
Lunchbox, I hate you.
I want to see the 3 members of Demolition come back. Oh, never mind.
Oh.
What?
Oh.
Sorry.
Wow.
I forgot about that one.
But here's my 3.
Okay.
Lord Tensai. Lord Tensia. And Lord Tensei.
Hell.
Brodus Clay, Lord Tensai, and Mark Henry.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know.
I
I
do
shit
like
in a
that.
filing cabinet. That's what that was.
Apparently, I guess.
Okay, I shit in a filing
And
cabinet.
Mark Henry.
It's really heavy.
Is the dog bite you?
No.
Oh, I think the dog is investigating and fell down or something.
But what would happen is Mark Henry would get pissed off at Tensai and Brodus Clay, beat them both, and then leave.
I'm going with New Age Outlaws and X-Pac. Be interesting. Be something different. Like, oh, hey, you wouldn't run over us yet. Hey, New Age Outlaws looked good the other night.
They did look.
All right,
Billy Gunn did look good.
Like I went and looked up a video, and I was like, they have not missed a step at all. They are both.
It's funny though, like in the shift of like WWE of how like they bring in guys, how like smaller they were to Primo and Epico. Like I know they're cruiserweights, but they were still like super small compared to Billy Gunn and Road Dogg.
Yeah. But that shows like kind of that era, right? Where it was always the bigger guys, So yeah. Who else? Who didn't go yet? Is that everybody?
I don't know. I
wasn't following.
well, no. I'll go with Chachi's idea because that sounds fun.
Okay. Pre-show match. I don't care. It's a pre-show match. Just don't kill Evan Bourne again. or Gabriel or whatever it was.
I'll take any taste of the Rumble I can get. God damn it!
What?
I don't care. I don't care if it's for fucking bragging rights. I don't care if it's who gets to show their dick right before the main event. I don't give a fuck. Any taste of the Rumble I can get. 20-man battle royal, 30-man battle royal, 40, 50. Everybody who doesn't have a fucking slot at WrestleMania, put them in that thing, collapse the ring, and burn it. I don't care. Fucking battle royal.
Great Khali wins.
Oh, good lord! He's already won a Mania pre-show battle royal before, Rich.
No,
Yeah.
what happens is it comes down to Tensai, Brodus Clay, Zack Ryder, and Great Khali, and Undertaker gets so pissed off that he just opens up a wormhole in the center of the ring, and everyone falls into the depths of hell and burns alive.
It kind of goes along with the Flash
hey,
comic I'm just reading.
That does not. I think that counts as a release and or firing.
A legit firing. 'Cause they were fired.
Maybe I don't know. That's weird. All right, thanks, Big PC.
Wait.
Big what?
Big PCP.
Big PCP.
You could say that they were fired.
Wow. You did
We're gonna
that.
get sued for that.
I did that.
I love
You did that.
Oh, I did that.
Wow, you did that. Is
Yeah.
there any other emails to speak of?
Yes.
I know there's some voicemails.
There's another email. I'll read it.
All right, go for it, man.
I don't mind.
Okay.
I'll pull triple duty.
All right, whatever.
Hey, Mayhem. 02K in. Raw review. Raw was meh. I've lost all interest in WM's main events now. On the other hand, ROH's 11th anniversary show was amazing. For anyone who lost confidence in ROH during the Cornette years, go back and watch this show for ROH from some years ago is back. WrestleFans Boner was in it. The Forever Hooligans had a great match with the American Wolves, and the 3 main events were pretty good too. Not to spoil the show, this one is really twisting all plots for ROH. It's one of those shows that you're going to go back and say, remember when that happened? I really suggest you guys give this show a chance. Buy it from ROH's website. It's worth it. Quick TNH shout out. Say what you will, Lockdown this weekend sounds worth watching. I'm really intrigued to know who Aces and Eights VP is. Later's Mayhem. 0 out. Sent from my computer.
Yeah, I'm really interested. I kind of want to go get Final Battle. Like, I think I'm going to dive and get a ROH DVD.
You should do
I'm
that.
almost there. I've really been enjoying their show. So
Yeah, not only did my boner wrestle on the pay-per-view, my boner came out on top, and that's the first time I can probably ever say that sentence. Thank you.
That's
Thank
what that
you.
is good shit.
related news. This was over on IWC's Facebook page. Congrats going over to Bobby Fish.
Yeah, new tag team champions.
New tag team champions with Mr.
Kyle O'Reilly.
Kyle O'Reilly, thank you. Sorry, slipped my head there. So that's cool. That's cool. I'm digging that. Mr. Bobby Fish getting the belt. We'll see him this Saturday. We'll get into that in a little bit here. But we got a voicemail.
Hope he brings the belt. I kind of want to see it.
The ROH belt?
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's a good looking belt.
Maybe. It is a good looking belt.
I want to see
It
it.
is a good looking belt.
I just want to see
So
it.
you got the voicemails.
Do we?
Woo! It is bull fucking diggity. Now, if you were in last night's hangout, which as of the time of this call is actually going on right this second, but because this is recorded on a Tuesday, it is now yesterday. So if you can follow the timeline here, it is, if you were in the hangout last night, which is right now, but it's last night, I got very mad. Because
Paradox.
some ass vomits prison. Now, I yell a lot, and I'm going to yell a lot right now because you know what? I can't depend the meditation of what I bring to the table here. Listen, Undertaker, go fuck yourself. Fuck you sideways. Seriously, I want somebody, and I'm not jacking Rocky's gimmick here, but I want someone to actually take a Rocky screwdriver and jam it in his rectum to give him ass tetanus so he never wrestles again. I have a lot invested in this WrestleMania for a very, very important reason. This is the first, likely, I can't make promises on this because nature is weird. This is likely the first WrestleMania for my son. My wife is currently gestating a baby, and it will likely be here before WrestleMania. If it is here before WrestleMania, and this can't hang up assland in The Undertaker is still wrestling, I don't know what I will do. Undertaker, I'm trying to bring my child into a pure world where you are not trying to hang on to the last slivers of your fucking career. Just hang it up so you can join WrestleFan on Amateur Falling Down or also known as guys who needed to hang it up a while ago falling down.
What?
It can also be called that. I'm trying to bring my son into a pure world where you're not there. But guess what? Triple H and you are going to fuck that shit up. You know what? Can we have you guys in a boiling pot of water match where you get into a boiling pot of water so you scream and burn over 100% of your body and you'll be shredded to bits so that you will never have to wrestle again, so I don't have to pay $50 for a pay-per-view to watch that shit? I would like to bring my child into a pure world, and you're fucking that up. Fucking it up. I hate you, Undertaker. This is bull F diggity. The F is for forever, and that's where the fuck you need to go, Undertaker. Away. Forever. Goodbye. Woo!
Wait, hold on.
That was very
Time out.
eloquent.
Time out. Time out.
Even Wheels is clapping, and he's not even here.
Sorry,
Wow.
that deserved a slow clap.
That was interesting.
Even the dog liked it.
So angry. So very angry.
No, that's him. Calm down.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
You should have seen him.
I have a wrestle. I'm sorry. Just go ahead.
You should have seen him in the hangout. He was almost yelling out of the car window, going 60 or no?
We thought he was going to crash his car intentionally.
Yes.
I have a WrestleMania prediction. The Undertaker, it's going to come. It's going to be Undertaker match time, and the gong is going to hit, and Bo Diggity's lady is going into labor. It's gonna happen when the gong hits. And that child will be born before the Undertaker, before the bell rings, before the Undertaker raises the lights. There's the baby. WrestleMania prediction.
See, I was gonna say that, but she's at full term Monday, I think. So I doubt that kid is gonna stay there for an extra 4 weeks. I'm pretty sure medical.
Hey, maybe the kid's kind of waiting to see how this whole angle pans out.
He's
okay?
laying out his options.
He's weighing his options.
The kid-
he's like,
the kid's
is
not
it
sure."
worth leaving? Is it really better on the outside? Only CM Punk can answer this.
The kid is going to walk out like the Undertaker, and it will take 4 weeks to get out.
I want to know when the kid exits, will there be pyro? All right, with that, let's go to Amateur Falling Down WrestleFan. What's going down?
Stuff is going down in the world of independent wrestling. I'll start it
Shout
off.
it.
No, that's
sort
fine.
of shouting.
He's all right. He's all right.
Okay.
From what Zero2K mentioned, it'll be a good thing to talk about. ROH had an pay-per-view this past weekend, their 11th anniversary event. It was a very, very awesome show from what I heard. A lot of interesting changes and very interesting stuff coming out of that. A lot of new champions were crowned, like we mentioned. Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly, collectively known as Red Dragon, are the new ROH Tag Team Champions, defeating the Briscoe Brothers. Also, they crowned a new TV champion when Matt Taven, who won the Top Prospect Tournament, went on to defeat Adam Cole at the event in an upset and picked up the TV title. And then in the main event, Kevin Steen defeating Jay Lethal to retain the Ring of Honor World title. However, Steve, sort of to the chagrin of Kevin Steen, Steve Carino introducing the new members of Scum that seemed to sort of raise hell, including Rhett Titus, Cliff Compton making his debut, Matt Hardy returning Jimmy Rave, as well as others alongside Steve Carino and Jimmy Jacobs. So it was a very interesting show. They also had their TV tapings this past Sunday. It's a lot of interesting stuff happening with Ring of Honor, and I definitely encourage people to keep their eye out for that, and it should be a very awesome thing. You should definitely keep up with the television as well as any of the live events they'll be having, including the one I might be at in San Antonio in June. So yeah, that'll be. I'm excited for that, and that should be some fun times. If you want more information on their events, you can go to rohwrestling.com and go check them out and go see when they're playing on the TV in your area.
On the TV?
On the TV.
On TV?
Yeah. Also, I see something we want to bring up. Sorg, you were at an event this past weekend.
Yes, I was, and the things I saw, including this thing here right on the front page of the Vicious Outcast Wrestling Facebook page. You can check that out. VOW down in Uniontown, PA, a good holy fuck drive south of Pittsburgh.
I love Uniontown. I'm from about 10 minutes away from Uniontown.
Man.
It's a shithole.
Go ahead.
When I was growing up, that's where we went to go to the mall. And then I discovered that Washington exists and Uniontown sucks.
You know what? But they have wonderful new bridges, and it's very picturesque going into town.
To get out of Uniontown.
I don't know. You're like going down 43, that toll road, and it's just like, here's mountain, and the bridge is giant and winding. You're like, this is a nice fucking bridge. And then you find the town.
This is a sweet-ass fucking bridge.
I mean,
the actual... That's where our Walmart was, and like the actual like town of Uniontown is kind of shitty. The outskirts are okay because that's where the shopping was, and they've done a lot of renovations over there. But we had that. I was very proud to have a mall, a regular mall, and a dirt mall.
Ooh,
yeah,
double your money.
Dirt mall. It was awesome.
I just can't get over Sorg's rationale. It's a beautiful bridge. It does smell like homelessness, but it's a beautiful bridge.
Anyways, great. Like I said, great show. This is the second show that VOW has been doing. First one was over in Collinsville and had Gold Dust. This time they had Sabu and Gangrel. It's really cool because it's a nice hodgepodge of people we see around here that we never see mix it up because of whatever group they're affiliated with. But it was cool to see like Aiden Vale and G Raver in the same match. There's a thing coming up with Ryan Mitchell against Logan Shulo. And the one complaint, it's not really a complaint. It just feels like they do a lot. It feels like there's a lot of gimmick matches all across the card in the two that I've seen. I didn't see the first show, but from the lineup I saw from the first show in advance. But I get like they're only doing like shows every 3 months. They're bringing people in. They're trying to give them a lot when they do these shows. They had a band play before. They're going to have a big thing in June for the next show. Again, Sabu and Gangrel, including Sabu took on a friend of the show, Jason Gorey. Gangrel took on Ryan Mitchell, of course. Logan Shulo involved in a 3-way casket match, which involved Logan Shulo, Heavy Metal Jesus, taking out the one guy by bashing him in the head with a wooden cross.
Oddly appropriate.
This company loves symbolism.
Yes, exactly. No, it's not the. I don't think it was the company because if you check out his latest IWC promo, it gets interesting there too. So if you're easily religiously offended, stay away from that gimmick. But we'll talk about that in a moment. But in general, not a bad guy on the card. There's no bumps in there, but they're really kind of pulling in the best of the area, and I'm assuming other areas from the other guys that I've seen there. But
Uniontown isn't much of an area. That I don't imagine there's a lot to.
Well, no. I'm not saying that like the wrestlers are from Uniontown. Obviously, everybody's from the area. Like, not everybody in IWC is from Pittsburgh. Obviously,
they're not. What the fuck? I was fucking lied to. This is goddamn bullshit. This is bullshit.
I just de-kayfabed Mr. LB.
Damn it!
But they have a lot of pictures.
Who lied to you, Lunchbox?
But the only issue The only issue was they had this in this the VFW, and I don't know how this happened, and my browser just crashed as I tried to open up Instagram. Apparently, the ceiling was rather low.
Oh, I love those
As
kind of
in,
shows.
nobody could stand on like the second rope and stand up all the way. Now, granted, who was on this card? Sabu, Michael Facade, G-Raver. So that was a little bit of a drawback. Regardless, it was a great show. And oddly, you know who was the person that actually did take out the ceiling completely? That would have been Logan Shula when he tried to power drive Mr. Ryan Mitchell in the ring. And here's a shot of it. That'll come up in a second. Hold on, I'm at a little bit of delay. I'll have a shot of it here in a second. But yeah,
I've been to a couple shows where they have seriously low ceilings, and I love like I bet I'm not a wrestling promoter, and I bet booking a venue is very hard and very difficult, but I think maybe you take into account a venue that I don't know, like people could do a suplex in.
Yeah, I don't know if there's like that conversation happens, and here's a picture of the second attempt of the power driver, by the way. I don't know.
So, you could say that Logan Shulo brought the roof down.
Yeah!
I'm going to try to do that as much as possible.
I need the audio cue.
What's that?
I need the audio cue over here. And that's how we go to breaks. But no, it was a great show. Check them out. Again, they were shooting, so I imagine they're going to have a DVD of this. Great crowd. Gentlemen in pimp coats. That's not updating. It's not updating just yet. And such. Hold on. It'll come up here. Oh, there it is. There he is. There he is.
Hey.
Yeah, that looks like you need.
I want to point out he was wearing wrestling shoes, as somebody I was hanging with was pointing out. But no, it's pretty cool. So go check them out. They're on their show June 2nd. I don't know entirely where that's going to be, but they're going to have a bunch of bands there too. They have a whole deal. So go check that out. Can I keep it local here, WrestleFan, for a moment?
Yeah, go ahead.
So also coming up is IWCWrestling.com. You can check out Uncivil War this coming Saturday. Now, always the question is, hey, who big's coming in? Now, and this is not they don't have a big name coming in of any sort, other than what I think are pretty decent enough names to begin with. It's being headlined, it looks like, by Dalton Castle against against John McChesney for the belt, which is going to be good. And I'll get to the matches here. I can't entirely remember what all the matches are for this. I haven't been keeping up with it. But I mean, it's just one of those great, like, kind of in-betweener. These are the guys that we usually use. Anthony Nese versus Mike Rain for the Super Indie belt, of course. And it's going to be on a little bit of delay. Founding Fathers against Colin Delaney and Keith Hott, my favorite tag team ever.
Whoa.
Ever!
I saw Keith Hott for the first time, and I'm immediately in love.
I know, right? I know.
In love with his style.
No, we know what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want his hot man body all over yours. Yeah, you do.
You don't?
No.
Riz has a Keith Hott boner.
You haven't seen Keith Hott.
I actually have seen Keith Hott on the DVD, and I do enjoy his work.
It's good stuff. It's good
well,
stuff.
he used to wear complete Legend of Zelda gear. Triforce.
That's what sold you.
Yeah, he had green kick pads and green tights with the asset, the Legend of Hot, and it had Triforces on the kick pads.
It sounds like you should invite him on Let's Play.
No.
Yes.
Maybe not? Oh.
No.
But comes out the hot.
Also good matches lined up. New Ring of Honor Tag Team Champion Bobby Fish against HD Cannon, local guy. Team Big League versus War, including Aiden Vale that we talked to last month. And then Logan Shulo is going to take somebody on. Oh, this was just added. Chest Flexor versus Justin Idol. So there you go. Two friends of the show going at it there. So go check that out. IWCWrestling.com if you want to find out about that, or future shows including Night of Superstars coming up in April, which is going to include some big names like Vader, Rowdy Roddy Piper, Goldust, and Kid Cash.
I wonder what Vader looks like under the mask.
That's my joke, Dick.
I love how they used the Marvel Comics Civil War font, like that.
That is what that is.
Visual layout for Uncivil War. I think
That's
it looks
JTM,
great.
man. JTM's doing some hot shit right now, man. But yeah, go check that out. They already have Chachi.
What?
Remember that thing you told me at the RWA show?
What thing?
Remember that thing you told me at the RWA show?
Am I quitting? Am I quitting? I'm quitting! I'm quitting!
Little Kato!
I am quitting!
Bad boy Brian!
Hey!
Wait, what?
What?
At the RWA show, I made the announcement to Sorg that my very last wrestling show recording for Sorgatron Media would be the wrestling show at which I had to record midget wrestlers. I told him that in the event that I had to film midget wrestling, I would forever quit filming because it's gonna get no higher than that.
The dog's scared.
Yeah, the dog is petrified because I'm excited right now. Sorg, do you know what this means?
I need to look for a new videographer?
For the very next day.
in West Virginia?
Because I think Chachi's gonna steal both of them.
No, I'm just done. I
Steal them.
I cannot do. I've filmed some shit. Okay.
Right.
I have filmed cage matches. I have filmed
Flaming barbed wire mats.
flaming barbed wire bats.
You've only been doing this a year.
I know. Table matches, ladder matches,
Ladies matches.
mixed matches. I filmed a lot in the year, and I told Sorg last month that the only thing I hadn't filmed yet is a midget match, and it would never happen because none of these people would book midgets.
Wait, Bobby says you have not filmed tiny elderly Asian ladies. Wait,
Yes, I have.
Yes, he
Oh
has.
wait, but not in a. Okay, or teal. Oh, that's what it is for short.
I have
tweeted Chachi. I have tweeted. I said that midget wrestling in IWC at Chachi Says is going to retire as videographer, now accepting applications. So we'll see.
Me.
We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, that'll go well, WrestleFan. Where do you live again?
I'll make the trip up. Fuck that.
You know,
I got a job to do.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what kind of flyer miles you have versus what I'm paying you, but yeah. Texas Anarchy was at a show Sunday where a woman wrestled a midget dressed as a leprechaun.
I was also at that show. I can confirm.
All right, why don't you tell us a little about your indie experiences and what's coming up in your area?
No.
Jesus Christ, is this still going on?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
This is the longest minute I've ever
Come
had.
on.
Oh, okay, mister.
Real quick, sir.
But yeah, also I see something in my doc about the battle for the pirate ship championship. I don't know exactly what that's about.
What?
I don't know who put that in there.
Who did put that in there?
Anyone? Nope. Okay.
Oh no, it wasn't any of us.
I didn't know it was a thing. Okay.
I think somebody snuck into the dock.
I think someone must have. And the final thing I want to talk about this week is another iPay-per-view. This happened this past weekend for Absolute Intense Wrestling. Their Girls Night Out 8 event, which was the first iPay-per-view for Absolute Intense Wrestling.
I saw the picture of Veda Scott tweeted of her face being bashed on the rungs of the ladder.
Yeah, and that was the big main event for the evening. It was a 4-way ladder match for a #1 contendership shot at the AIW Women's title. Veda Scott picking up the victory over Athena, Addie Starr, and Crazy Mary Dobson in what I heard was an amazing match. All around, from what I heard, was a great card, a very successful night for AIW, especially with their first iPay-per-view, doing it through Smart Mark Video, smvod.com. From what I heard, everything went perfectly well. And it seemed like a really.
No! Screen
Wait,
cap it. Screen cap it. Screen cap it. That's amazing. Screen cap it.
Oh my
That's the
goodness,
best I've
that
ever
is
seen
an
Wrestle
awesome
Fan.
picture.
I can't remember how to screen cap on a man.
And that has been your
I-
Indie Minute.
And
here?
that has been your Indie Minute. Thank you, WrestleFan, for that. We'll see ya. Here's some gold. We'll be right back.
Is it wrong of me to refer to his this would be in quotes, I would refer to it as his chestnut skin?
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, we're seeing that everywhere. Okay.
The Yoshi tattoo one. He's Asian and Caitlyn stole his hairstyle.
Yep.
Chachi, yours was Heath Slater.
Yeah. I kind of got to change that now because he got a huge push.
This week's Wrestling Mayhem show is brought to you by Wrestling Buddies. When you want to hump a pillow with a face.
When I was a little kid, it was a little bit. Yeah, I stay up late, you know, but just a little bit. In my curfew, deemed by the street light. As much as I did then, I still love a street fight. I had a job that was legal and illegal. Over or under the table, I'm known for scheming on people. Known for speeding the vehicle, bourbon slurping and spitting rude. Calling me an asshole ever since I was a little dude.
Hey guys, welcome back. Wrestling Mayhem Show, back again with a little bit of Remember When? All right. This week on Remember When, we are going to take a look back. Of course, we had Old School Raw last night. I always love these Old School Raws. You know, something a little different, has a different feel. I think they even changed up the camera angles a little bit to do that. Made the arena seem smaller, but it was Buffalo. I think they just didn't notice, really. But I think as Mad Mike popped this in here, considering what were some early moments from Raw in the spirit of old school for us to think back to. Now, for me, I started experiencing Raw, unfortunately, the around the Mike Tyson era. But I saw bits and pieces of Raw when I had a chance, when I got to visit my grandmother that had cable, you know. So I want to say in general, like, I missed the intimate feel of the Manhattan Center. You know, I thought that was really cool right off the bat. I know they're kind of in that rebuilding phase, so they needed a nice hot crowd, and that was kind of a really cool thing for them to do. So, I mean, kind of a broad stroke. Other than that, Max Boone. What about you guys? LB?
Oh, God. I didn't grab the date. Hold on. Mm-hmm. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm holding.
Holding.
Hold on.
I'm
Where's
holding
the
my
date?
boat.
Hold on.
So
It was great. It was good stuff.
February 24th, 1997. Raw was live from the Manhattan Center. I don't actually know if it was live, but it sure as fuck was from the Manhattan Center. Who shows up? A young upstart group from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, ECW, invading Raw for the first time. It was pandemonium. Nobody knew what the fuck was going on. Vince McMahon got a wild hair up his ass. He's like, let's try something different. Bring in these guys from ECW, and that's exactly what they did. If I am not mistaken, fucking Sabu jumped off the big Raw sign, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Jerry Lawler, Paul Heyman, Jerry Lawler, Vince McMahon, and Paul Heyman called the action. They plugged their first pay-per-view, and they had three matches. There was a shitload of ECW fans in the arena, and they chanted "boring" at the WWF wrestlers, which is, still a trend that continues to this day. So yeah, that also sparked the feud between Jerry Lawler and ECW originally, leading to him later showing up and caning Tommy Dreamer in the nuts on ECW television. Ooh. So that is my old school Raw, and also Max Moon.
There you go. The Riz, how about you?
I choppy your pee-pee.
No, that wasn't. Oh, yeah, okay.
That was Raw.
Right, yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
It was on Raw.
Yeah, you're right.
Where else would that happen?
More Attitude Era, though, yeah. Sure.
It was the Attitude Era,
sure,
and that counts as old school Raw.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and?
Max Moon.
Yeah, okay. All right, how about you, WrestleFan?
WrestleFan's too young.
This is going to be the greatest segment for me, because my earliest Raw memory was watching Triple H and Shawn Michaels yell at each other in 2002.
My favorite moment
I was going to say, that doesn't narrow it down.
My favorite moment was when Eric Bischoff showed up.
Oh, yeah. But I... Like, one of the things I do like, which kind of plays into the whole old school Raw thing, was when that was right around the time they had their 10th anniversary, and they did like a big award show thing, and they recapped all the best moments and stuff like that. And I remember, I don't think I still have the magazine, but they released a magazine that had all the results for Raw and all the cool moments and stuff like that. And it was cool, me first getting into wrestling, looking up all the stuff that happened on past episodes of Raw and stuff like that. So that was cool for me. Also Max Moon, because I know who that is.
Yes, exactly. How about you, Mr. Chachi?
And I tried finding the date and I couldn't. But one of my earliest remembrance of Raw was Bret Hart versus Tatanka in a steel cage match.
Nice.
And it was the original blue steel cage. And it was awesome. And on the Tatanka note, if you're not following him on Twitter...
Tatanka?
Yes. I suggest you do.
Why?
Because it's fucking Tatanka.
What does he have to say? Is he mad about the white man?
No. He's just happy to still be wrestling. No. Yeah, that's right. He's still wrestling.
Yeah, he is.
Apparently so Vader.
Yeah. It's Native Tatanka on Twitter if you're interested.
His first tweet every single day needs to be yee every day.
Exactly. So, and we had one submitted here by, I believe this is why I think it's Mike that popped this in here, because we have a picture about an earliest Raw memory, and there, look, it's a mildly tempered Mike, not yet fully developed.
Not yet fully developed.
So there you go.
Those bangs are weird.
It was the style in the 90s or something bangs. In New York. I mean, it's New York.
They're weird.
We're New York people. So there you go. And speaking of, we're going to go from a mildly mannered, not fully developed, to a fully developed and angry and blistering Mad Mike for his Minute of Mayhem.
Greetings, Mayhemers. It's Mad Mike once again with your Minute of Mayhem. Okay, so we are officially on the road to WrestleMania. We have all the main events booked. And, well, it's gonna be an interesting show. It's kind of weird. I was talking to a buddy of mine last night who's going with me to Mania, and we were kind of lamenting the fact that we picked the most predictable WrestleMania to go to. But, it is what it is. It's kind of sad. The match I'm most interested to see is if they book it, Ryback versus Mark Henry. I think, it never hurts to have a battle of two giants, especially two guys who have never faced each other going at it. Whereas Triple H and Brock Lesnar, CM Punk and Undertaker, Rock and Cena, we've seen all those matches. Even Swagger Del Rio. I'm sure that's probably happened at some point. But I'm still holding out hope for a Jericho Ziggler match. Maybe a 14 tag team title match. Who knows? Maybe even the New Age Outlaws will be there. I don't know. I mean, they seemed pretty good last night on Raw. But in case you guys forget, Lockdown is this weekend. I don't think you will, considering Waffle Boy's going to it. But Lockdown gonna be an interesting show. I like the tag title situation they have. And they only have 3 teams. 2 of the teams are awesome. Nice to see Kenny King get the X Division title, even though he probably should have gotten it at the pay-per-view in a cage, which would have made a little bit more sense. But you guys, Eric Young is back! Eric Young! That's exciting. Eric Young in Lethal Lockdown. That is new and interesting. I'm a fan. Also, Magnus? Thank you. That actually is logical booking, which, and this is coming from me, I know TNA doesn't do very often. And God, if they have Sting's team win Lethal Lockdown, Team TNA can be so high, and then Bully Ray wins the title and turns. That will be brilliant if it happens. If it doesn't, then it's TNA. But one thing I think I may do, if not this week but next week, is a retrospective of the Impact Zone, because I think this Thursday, at least unless they go back there during their live tapings at some point, I think this Thursday is the last Impact that's going to be live at the Impact Zone. Which means there are going to be some things I'll miss about the Impact Zone. A lot of things I won't miss about the Impact Zone. But yeah, we'll see how that works out. And that's been the minute. Peace, bitches.
Thanks, man, Mike, for that minute of mayhem. Hey, Wrestle fan?
Yes.
I gotta know, should I watch Lockdown?
I don't know. I don't know if I should watch Lockdown. But I don't know. It'll be my first ever TNA pay-per-view. I'm going with a couple people I know. It should be interesting.
You're going for the experience, though, right?
Yep.
I mean,
yeah, I'm totally fine with the tickets are fine. Like they're using 1/8 of the Alamo Dome, so even cheap seats aren't probably going to be that bad. But yeah, my only issue with the whole thing was I'm not paying $129 to go to their fan fest.
Yes, you are.
Not meet Hulk Hogan. Because you have to pay an extra $60 to meet Hulk and Brooke Hogan.
Oh, wow.
Also, you can't meet Sting.
Wow. All right, and with that, do we have... yes, we do. We do have comments from the unwashed masses. For Bobby F. J.
You got it this time.
Bobby F. J. Town puts together every week. Please add anything I'm missing in here for any background here. He has, this is, of course, he combs the Facebook for the real wrestling fans that are out there. Of course, WWE is encouraging all of you to get social. So let's see what happens when the common wrestling fan gets social on Facebook. Comment 1, I prefer, 2 Fs, apparently, Brock Lesnar versus Undertaker, exclamation, 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 exclamation. All caps. Person directly beneath, comma, yes, it would be totally be better. Next one on the, apparently the Undertaker versus Punk situation. I mean, actually, I think these are all on that situation. CM Punk cheated like always to get that chance. He beat Orton cleanly in the middle of the ring. I think it's a comment by Bobby. I think it's a comment from Bobby, yeah. He didn't fight any of them one-on-one like he was supposed to. I hope Undertaker beats him up so bad he can't wrestle ever again. He does not deserve the belt. Another comment. Orton robbed again. Out of nowhere, guys. Out of nowhere. And finally, CM Punk is a baby. I hope he gets Next line. He always cry his way into big matches. By the way, no periods. So there you go.
No punctuation at all.
It's like
No.
reading a big PPC
I
email.
would just like to point out that I don't like Zack Ryder,
No, you don't.
but I've never wished for him to be permanently injured forever.
Yeah, well, I the people that are on these boards are I can't.
Well, that's I gotta say that's to a degree that's what WWE is conditioning their fans to act like. I mean, that's what they're doing. It's not, anytime someone does anything slightly wrong, they're teaching them to act out vengefully, and
True.
that's what it's all. I mean, I'm not saying it's good or bad. It's just that's what they're conditioning their fans to do.
And by the way, I want to say on a side note, let's see when it pops up here. I don't know what year it is. Because I see Undertaker in front of a Raw sign. So there's that.
No, you know what year it is because he has his spiky suit.
Oh, is his spiky suit?
He has the shredder suit.
Side note, Chachi, you watched Raw last night, right?
Parts of it.
Did you watch the Zack Ryder match?
No, I didn't.
Did you notice?
You should watch that because he debuted some new tights with a red button on the back that says "Push Me."
What?
Yeah.
Get it?
That's gross.
That's
He wants to
disgusting.
He wants people to push him in the butt.
That
their
is
dicks.
fitting, I guess. Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
yeah. He likes being pushed in the butt.
With their dicks.
Yep.
All right. And
Wait a second. Hold on. Just hold on 1 second. Are you guys trying to imply that Zack Ryder's gay?
No.
Are you trying to say
No,
that
all we're
Zack
saying...
Ryder, I mean the big Valbrowski,
What?
that
What?
he likes it in the hindquarters,
Well,
likes the,
well,
I
the
wasn't-
butt
if he
sex,
had-
like
if he
the
had tights
like real, like this is where poop comes out, and just right, you jam it in there. Is that what you're saying?
First off, we weren't inferring anything. If anything, we were implying. And yes.
But what you didn't... What you're not getting is he had a big red button on his butt. And it's level to other guys' Johnsons. So what are they going to use? Are they going to use their hand to touch it, or are they going to use their dicks?
Sorg,
Well,
that
you
is
have
relevant
to,
to what we are
start
talking
with
about.
your hand. You got to test the area.
I don't
I
think
mean,
so.
you don't want to just go ramming in there, all crazy. Stuff will chafe really fast, faster than you think it will. Like, seriously, way faster than you think it would. It will chafe really bad.
I don't know about that one.
You know about the chafing?
Unless it's lubed up, maybe.
Riz,
You will learn.
trust me. Trust me. You don't just go running in there like some kind of maniac.
Why don't you?
The chafing, man.
What if... you're right.
Blistering.
Blistering.
Sorg, what do we have next?
Yeah, let's get out of this bit immediately. Sorg, what's happening next? Mae Young has a birthday.
Yay, Mae Young.
They gave her the fake Divas belt. And she was like, I'm gonna wrestle that bitch for it when I turn 100. Meh. She sounds like a fairy tale witch in my head.
On an Undertaker note, I'm a little pissed off after last night because I don't know, about 30 minutes, 20 minutes before Raw, I got a mysterious text message, and I thought it was Jesus. I thought Jesus had decided to finally hit me up to hang out and that be bros and whatnot. And yeah, that's exactly it. It was a text message. It just says, I have risen. And I thought that was just fancy Jesus speak for, yo, I woke up. Thought
Wouldn't
maybe
that be
Jesus.
an interesting
I
way?
thought-
Wouldn't that be an interesting way for him to do it? Like, he comes back and he decides that's how he's going to announce it. He sends a text message to every cell phone in the world that says I have risen dash Jesus.
Yep. But yeah,
guys, I hate to
Yes,
that.
Sorg. Yes.
Yep.
That's
More
who
importantly,
I thought it was going to be.
There you go, Val Venus. I have
Val
risen.
Venus.
more importantly than that, I hate to distract you guys, but Texas Anarchy.
Are you kidding me? We just showed this.
has just done the greatest thing on the face of the planet.
What?
What?
Look in the chat room.
Jesus has SMS?
No, above that.
Oh. I can't see that.
What do you mean you can't see that?
Oh, that's you as Cheech Marin.
Yeah.
I see.
All right.
I'm kind of traumatized, but also excited.
Also, please send that to Good Time, sir.
but yeah,
For consideration for today's graphic.
I was disappointed because it wasn't Jesus. It was, in fact, The Undertaker.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
I was saddened because it was not Big Valboski.
Yeah,
It'd be a good swerve. That would have been a swerve.
It would have been a swerve.
It fits directly in there. That's amazing. Anyways, I'm
Well,
sorry.
WrestleFan
I'm
is
sorry.
Mexican.
All the distractions. Old school Raw. Somebody in the doc wants us to talk about Rock and Cena.
Oh,
Are we
had
happy
a
about
nice
that?
I wonder.
Are we okay with that?
WrestleFan.
Are we on board with
Wait.
Rock Cena too?
Yes.
Thus far, now
We-
we're actually definitely confirmed twice. It's going to be John Cena.
I didn't post anything in the doc.
I didn't post this, but
I don't care. I want to know your opinion. Damn it!
No, I posted it in the doc. I want to talk about it. God
Okay,
damn it!
okay.
Talk about it.
Because I think they did a good job with their little promo last night. Because it wasn't the Rock didn't talk to John Cena the way he talked to CM Punk. The Rock talked to John Cena like John Cena was a person and The Rock was a person. He didn't talk about himself in the third person. He was relatively serious. They both got a laugh out of both myself and Lady Lunchbox, much to my surprise.
Mm-hmm.
It was not bad. It wasn't a bad promo. I don't have hopes for the match. It's going to be probably the same match it was last year, but this was a much better promo.
Okay, show of hands. Show of hands. Audio listeners, I will tell you whose hands are raised. Show of hands, who liked the promo? My hand is raised.
Note that my hand is raised too.
I
rest
didn't
fans
see
raised.
it.
Lunchbox is raised.
I was okay with it. I don't think I was paying a lot of attention to it, but I mean, I
Sorg
liked what
was not paying
saw.
attention.
I mean, I liked what I saw. I mean, within an
Well, okay. Next question.
okay.
Was this same promo? Was it like last year's promo? Everybody who thinks so, raise their hand. If it was like.
If I want to say it was.
Whoa, WrestleFan, raise your damn hand.
Hold on, what was the question?
I'm sorry, I was typing things.
Yeah, what was the question?
The
God,
question
we have
was
no attention span.
who thought that this was the same promo that they did last year?
No.
That they have done last year, because they did a lot of promos last year.
Everybody, let's see the hand. No. One, a WrestleFan. I don't
Basically,
know.
Riz is prolonging you to say that I am wrong.
They didn't do. I don't know.
They didn't do. If they.
This
what
is.
I'm trying to get
Let me
here.
explain it. Let me explain my
is,
point.
No, let me talk.
No!
What I'm trying to get is this. If they had this promo all throughout the once in a lifetime thing, it would have made the hype even better. But no, they just did the you're a fruity pebble. Oh, you're this.
No, because they did the John Cena. I gotta win this one, and you don't think
Exactly.
like what Punk did with him. No, they did several different things. And there was the silly ones, and then there's the theme ones, and then there's the thugonomics one, and then there's the serious one.
They didn't
This
do
was the first
This
time
is
the
basic
Rock.
thugonomics.
This was the first time The Rock did something with that too, and it made him human.
I'll give you that. This is the first time that The Rock part of it was good.
Answered him.
All right, from the
in
chat
a
room, guys.
human voice.
Wait, hold on.
Zero's saying It had the same components as last year. The delivery was different, but the content was the same.
Thank you, Zero. My point exactly.
It's not the same as last year, though.
Yes.
That's why it's different.
Yeah, it's not the same as last year, but it's
No, shut up. Let me finish. I'm not saying the promo last night because I didn't see the promo last night. I'm saying the dynamic of the match at WrestleMania is no longer the same.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No. Rock's got one up on him.
No, it's not even that. They're both going into it knowing that the other guy is able to wrestle a good match in the main event at WrestleMania.
Okay.
Therefore, there's no more Rock Fruity Pebble shit, and there's no more, oh, you called this home, but you've been gone
There's
for...
a respect.
Right.
It's based on the respect
Right.
of having that match and what happened,
This is like
and now they're responding to it.
Right, this is like the first Rock-Hogan match.
And I also think it's more important...
No, hold on. Or sorry, go ahead, sorry.
I think it's more...
Why are you interrupting everybody?
I think it's more important... He's on Skype. It's cool. It's all right. He's in Texas, so leave him alone. He's got enough problems.
He's
can't even find light bulbs. Apparently, there's a light bulb shortage in Texas. Damn it! What were we? Oh, the dynamic is different because there, like I said, there's that respect thing. Cena's got the underdog thing. He had a bad year. He's coming off of that, and this is his rebuild up. Like this. I need to get back into it. I know I was low last year. Not just with Rock. They basically, I don't want to say buried him. I mean, he was obviously in a good spot, but he got slammed. The whole year. This is how it goes in wrestling, guys. Hey, Big Show's now in a bunch of matches that don't mean a crap. He's in that cycle out of things, so somebody can step up and take on Del Rio. Not everybody gets the big match every year, and they'll get the BS match where they just put them in a 6-man with the Shield, or dance with Tensai and Brodus Clay. This is how it happens. Cena got cycled down last year. Now he's grown up, and that's what's making it feel more important because Cena has something to fight for other than just being better. It's being not what he was last year.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, I agree with you. And let me say, I liked the promo last night. I thought that was the best Rock promo he has done from the minute, before they had their first Mania match. I thought it was great. My point is, the components are the same. Rock comes out and makes funny, Rock jokes talking about Harlem Shake Honey Boo Boo. Okay, John Cena comes out, does the same thing, and then they get sort of serious. That's the same stuff they were doing last year. I'm not saying that the delivery is the same. I'm not saying that the message that they are portraying is the same, but it's the same style of promo.
I must have missed the Honey Boo Boo stuff. Was there Honey Boo Boo stuff last night?
Yes,
I missed that.
Yes, Rock blurted out, God, Harlem shaking Honey Boo Boo. It's cold here tonight in Buffalo.
Oh.
No. Okay. No. This is. I mean, there's nothing wrong with any of the stuff you just talked about. This is promo.
To me,
this is promo. Then you're tired of pro wrestling at this point. If that's your problem.
Oh, come on! No, that is a generalizing statement. That is not all what pro wrestling can be.
Because you're really tired. You're really tired of really good promo 101 at this point, buddy.
What?
That is what they do.
You thought that was good.
I thought that was
him stringing together Harlem Shake Honey Boo Boo.
Maybe I'm just
to say it was good promo work.
I thought there was a really good. He got the home crowd. He did this. He set the stage.
WrestleFan, you've never heard of a wrestler say gibberish in a promo before?
I'm sorry.
I'd like to introduce you to Ric Flair's career.
Exactly. Holy jeez! You're tired of 5 moves of doom. Yes, Ric Flair was a great wrestler, but he still did the same 6 things on promo and in match every damn time. He's still doing it in a suit with the Miz. I mean, the repetition is key here because everybody knows what to expect, and 10 years later, they all are paying for WrestleMania to see the same thing they saw 10 years ago. 12 years ago.
I wouldn't pay.
Crap, I'm old.
I wouldn't pay for unfortunately to see the same thing I got for it 10 years ago.
Unfortunately, it's BWF before WrestleFan, so you're not into it.
No, no. That is not the legit reason is why. You say that people are paying for something that they've seen before. I would not pay for something that I've seen before millions upon millions of times. That's not how things work, okay?
WrestleFan, let me tell you how things work, okay? Everybody.
Fuck out of here, you weather.com automatic playing piece of shit.
There's a winter storm warning, and you have to know about it.
Quietly check the weather while I'm doing my goddamn podcast, and you fucks have to autoplay a video like a piece of shit. It is 2013. Get with the fucking program. What is this? The goddamn early 2000s in fucking MySpace? You're supposed to be the biggest weather channel, weather fucking source in the United States, in the goddamn world, and you're automatically playing
and don't get me started about that naming your own storm shit.
And shove it so far down your throat that my balls are acting as fillings for your rotted out goddamn teeth, Mr. Nameless, Faceless, Shitbag Weatherman.
I would just like to point out that 13 years ago, in the 2000s, WrestleFan was 5.
I'm not saying it's of his own volition that he missed the opportunity to see The Rock in his prime. I'm saying WrestleFan. Everybody step aside, WrestleFan. You and me. You and me. Okay? I want you to...
Should we leave?
I want you to step
up. To go?
I want you to put your hand on the screen. Okay? I'm probably just in the corner of the thing. Okay? Okay? No, I just wanted to. I always wanted to do that. Now, okay. I saw a CM Punk thing where he did that recently. So okay, we had a conversation earlier tonight, WrestleFan. Let's Play. Good show about video games. You should watch it, but I don't think you have video games in Texas. Anyways, there was a good discussion about familiarity versus new properties.
Whoa.
Where there's good discussion about like known properties and sequels versus taking a chance with something new. Here's the or maybe not a problem is I'm sorry I didn't put it on myself for
yeah
this.
You probably should do that. I don't know
for
why.
This whole okay we'll do this hand on the screen thing. Let's start over. There, put it on the screen. There you go.
This is going way too long.
Wait,
Anyways.
should we do this or?
So what happens is that people go for what's familiar, which is The Rock doing the stuff from 10, 12 years ago. You know, BWF. And unfortunately, you know, you're the guy that wants the new stuff, and I'm tired of the same thing. But this is the stuff that people eat up, is the familiar, and that's what's making the money. Okay, that is what is making more money than the awesome match we wish we would have seen with CM Punk, maybe in Rock and da 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 da.
No, that's not even it.
That's why we're not going to get our Daniel Bryan CM Punk at the headline of WrestleMania, because that's not the familiar. Because we're more interested in that makes us money more than anything else. And unfortunately, wrestlers are being too healthy that they're sticking around 12 years later and can come back and do this. So I think the solution to this problem, first of all, WrestleFan, is to slip your famous pro wrestlers more cocaine. So they break down. You don't have this happening.
So you break down.
So first of all,
because looking at the picture you look like you're on some drugs there.
I may be, whatever. Hey, Sorg, you know the reason why we didn't like the promos between Rock and Cena from last year? Because they were the same promos for 9 weeks. That is why we didn't like them.
You know what? I sat through tapings for SmackDown and Raw for Christmas that had CM Punk come out, call us losers, make fun of one of our sports teams, and talk about how he's the best in the world for 5 minutes at a time, and I ate it up both times in the same night. Okay, I'm okay with that. Okay, I'm an addict to the familiar. So I'm sorry. I mean, you like every time when Chuck Taylor goes in there and does a invisible hand grenade, right? You'll watch that over and over again.
Yes, I do. I will watch that shit over. Oh,
but it is different every time. It is different every time.
It is different every time.
There are subtleties.
There's
bullshit.
There's still a
watch it. Grenade. Watch your car, Chachi. Watch your car, and then tell me that shit.
Fuck you.
You can't honestly say that he has different subtleties when fucking The Rock. He has his subtleties when he's using different words. It's the same essential ingredients. It's like fucking bread. Bread is bread. There's just little subtle differences in
the
it.
whole time.
I'm sorry, I forgot about that. Sorg told us to go away, and I didn't want to get up, so I put up my phone. Hi, folks.
But hey, WrestleFan, I'm calling bullshit. You flat out said you don't want to pay to see the same thing over and over and over again. Yet every month or every 2 weeks, you dish out your not so hard earned money to go see your hard on in a match.
Well, hey, have you seen one of his matches?
Man,
I don't have to.
Man,
all right? I'm not the one that lied. I'm not the one that got caught in a bullshit. All right? You did. You said, I won't pay for the same thing over and over and over again.
Yeah.
You do.
Watch more than one, if not one, ACH match, and then come back to me, Chachi.
But you're paying for the same thing over and over and over again.
I'm paying for the same. Are you saying every wrestler should just have one match? Like, yes, I'm paying for the same wrestler, but they're different matches. They're entirely different.
He does the same spots. I think that's
No, he does not.
I think that's what he's trying to tell you.
He has to. He's a wrestler.
Every move is individual and different, like a special snowflake. WrestleFan, it's...
You're a wrestling fan.
Or
you pay to see a hip toss over and over and over again. You pay to see a suplex over and over and over again.
Matches are entirely different than promos in that field.
You know how many times, Chachi, you know how many times I saw that spot that Zoltan would always do in a tag team where they have the arm bar and they're breaking it over the guy and the back's turned. You know, didn't we just see that in a women's match last month?
Yeah.
You know how many times I've seen that? Wrestling is repetition.
It's like stand-up comedy. You see a stand-up comedian, he's doing his bit, and it's funny, and it's amazing, and you're really enjoying it. He has done that almost exact same set thousands of times in front of every crowd he can find. They have to workshop it. They have to get it down pat.
Yeah, exactly.
But you know how many times I've seen it if I go to a show? Once. That's not the case with Raw. When you're watching it every single fucking...
No, because you're mixing up how you're digesting it. You're digesting it too easily because you're watching on your television every week versus driving your butt out and not picking up light bulbs while you're fucking out and going to these shows. So it seems like
leave my light bulbs out of this.
Well, apparently you have. So, I mean, but you just see it as easily accessible because you see it, and it's made even more repetitious because that promo is going to be replayed at least 2 times this week between main event and SmackDown alone. So that doesn't help your repetition. The repetition is real repetition because they repeat the damn thing. Didn't we see the CM Punk Cena match on every show last week? Now, I didn't mind watching it again, but that's how they are, especially with something...
main event.
It did main event. I'm like, cool, I was going to go back and watch this again anyway, so here it is. That's fine. That's fine. I'm watching the show
when we see
anyways.
Randy Orton beating Antonio Cesaro every week on Raw, we should be okay with it because it's repetition, and that's fine.
We're not okay with it, but other people are. Maybe it's not for us sometimes. Maybe it's for the other millions of fans that the WWE has.
Okay, but that doesn't mean I can't say I can't like it.
WrestleFan, if you want to stop paying for the same thing over and over and over again, you're in the wrong fucking business.
You know, just like everybody that watches the same thing over and over again that we say about TNA and the Rock and Cena promos every week, please don't stop watching.
So you don't like paying for the same thing. You're a fan of the wrong fucking
here we
thing.
go. Anyway,
good luck.
Stop. I'm sorry to step on you there.
And good luck finding something to be a fan of that's not repetitious.
Stop. Okay, Cars' guys, stop overanalyzing wrestling. You're taking it too seriously.
Okay, I'm
wrestling.
taking it too
Step
seriously.
back.
I'm gonna
yes,
go.
you are.
I'm gonna go in my wrestling hole and fucking.
I want you to go. I want you to go and
I want you to
believe
go
again.
buy a light bulb.
I want you.
Also, this has all just been long-winded, so Riz can say how better he is than me and how right
Yes, it is.
he is. Because ever since I fucking
am.
mentioned it, he's
Thank
been
you.
on my ass.
Thank you, WrestleFan. You just admitted it.
Okay,
Guys.
fine.
Done.
With that, what did you learn from wrestling with this week?
I learned.
Oh,
how to
wait.
beat it.
In all fairness, WMS is the same basic formula every week.
Yeah.
We
That's
are.
true. We have a
right?
format. We have a doc. Yeah.
And we yell
just,
at WrestleFan every week.
We're empty coloring pages, and we're filling them in with new colors each and every week for you.
LB, what
Someone was supposed to pick up on that.
I don't know. Where do we go with that? Where do we go with that? I don't.
I learned
Oh yes.
that old school Raw wasn't so old school.
Okay.
Put it out there.
Okay. Because
Ryback was there.
now,
Because-
if Ryback
because the
had
people-
showed up in the Max Moon outfit,
No.
okay, all right. That was sort of for me.
No, Zack Ryder
Um,
was still been there.
Proper lunchbox.
I learned that fucking number one, Mark Henry leaned in for a very fan service smooch to Mae Young, and they cut away. And two, their son is an ungrateful little shit who didn't even fucking show up for his mom's 90th fucking birthday party. You handy little piece of shit. He's probably in the back alley giving handies to anyone for money for a manicure and some nail polish instead of out there with his fucking mom, his fucking dad, like a proud son would be. That's what.
Wrestle fan.
You know what I learned.
Nobody
Riz.
cares.
Yeah, man.
Riz.
I learned that you can make any catchphrase in the WWE into a sexual innuendo by doing one thing. Chat room.
I'm here to show the world.
Oh, I got more.
Just put Val Venus behind it, right?
I got more.
Oh,
I got
those
more.
are over on the Wrestling Mayhem Show group on Facebook, of course. And I learned.
Feed me more.
Did I turn you down? Oh, okay.
Oh, wait.
I learned the rules to a three-way casket match over the weekend. Do you smell?
How many
the-
caskets were there?
There's one casket. The person in the act of was the one who won.
Oh, that's bullshit. That is a fucking load of shit.
That's how it went. So with that, from the chat room, Ciro learned that Triple H admitted to have pissed himself. Bobby learned that Randy Orton can lose the middle of the ring cleanly. Also, Super Shredder has returned, and this time he brought his bedazzler. Mad Mike learned that Zem Coulter really shouldn't be angry because Swagger is going to have a very important job to do at WrestleMania. Cars learned
get it?
that you reap what you sow. I don't know what's this SOW thing he's got
No
going
idea.
on here. I don't know that one. And there you go. And there's a new new company. There is a new company. Wrestling is repetition. With that, guys, thank you for joining us. Wrestling Mayhem Show. What?
Sorg,
What?
what'd you learn?
I said the casket match
Oh.
rules. WrestlingMayhemShow.com,
sorry.
iTunes, Spreaker, Stitcher, Blip TV, Roku, YouTube.
Wait, did Chachi say something?
Good times at WrestlingMayhemShow.com. 412-206-WMS0 is the hotline. Hey, buy the app, $1.99, iOS and Amazon app stores. And, of course, go check out the new article over on WrestlingMayhemShow.com. Just posted. It's our future endeavor. We finally got it up. because LB, thank you very much for that. Thank you for everybody. Once again, thanks for Pro Wrestling News and Views for having me on the show earlier today. Keep an eye out for that, you guys, on Armstrong Cable. And as always, check out Sorgatron Media for all the fun stuff we're putting out. All forms of geekery, including tech and video games, with the podcast and the very fine non-profit news show we do with the Pittsburgh Foundation Unsung, of course. So with that, I'm Sorg for the crew. Mayhem